I tried to make a lure to similar concept to the one we're doing today a couple years ago, and it didn't work very well at all, really. I didn't even make a line tie hole right there. I just kind of bent the wire and tied it to there, but it didn't work very well because I didn't have enough weight to the belly, and also the lip kind of threw off the action with the blade at the top. I took the blade off and used it for a different lure since then, but for the one that we're making today, I'm definitely going to make sure I add enough lead so that way it works well. Also, if the lighting is looking a little off right now, that is because the light that I normally use, the ring light here, actually ended up breaking. The cord broke off at the block, so I'm just kind of messing around with this thing, trying to make it work for the video, and that is the lamp I have here. But hopefully by next video, I'll have a new cord or a new ring light to be able to have better quality with the lighting. Now I'm going to start working on the front wire connection that allows the spinner to hang off the lure. For this, I'm using 20-pound steel wire. Before I start bending the wire, I'm going to slide this little steel swivel in between the two pieces, and this will basically allow the blade, when connected with the split ring, to be able to swing freely and have a lot of good action. Alright, now I'm going to put this in between here, and then this part I'm going to bend down, and the top part I'm just going to bend right over to try to make a hole or a loop right there, and that's going to be where the line tie is going to be. There we go. I've only hand twisted wire a couple times before, and I think it turned out pretty good. I marked out where I think everything should go. Right here at the front dot is where the wire that we just made will go, and the front two X's is where the lead should go. I think I might add some behind the bottom hook hanger. I'm not quite sure yet. We might just be fine with the front lead there, but then I also have the rear hook hanger. It's looking pretty good. Starting with a base coat of white. Now I'm going to add some of this wicked metallic gold, and what I'm going to do to add that is take this bag here. This is from an avocado bag that I got at the grocery store. I'm just kind of fold it up and make it all sporadic, and then go over top along the back side of this lure with this sporadic pattern. It's actually so cold in the shop right now that all these little ice cubes and crystals are forming in the water cup that I use to clean out the airbrush. Now I'm going to make some scales with this wicked metallic Fastback Green. I haven't used this color in a while now, so I thought it'd be cool to use on this lure. If you don't know what this color is, I've used it on a couple lures in the past, and it's a really neat looking color. It basically is a blue, but then it has this color shift to a goldish green color. It's really neat. I use it on the back of this lure here. If you want to get Wicked Metallic Fastback Green, I'll add the link to the description for where I got mine, and it's a really good color. It definitely adds a lot to a bunch of paint schemes and makes them look really neat. So definitely recommend it. So now I'm going to start on the gill stenciling and also the fin stenciling. And I've also been asked in the past how I align things to make sure it's even on both sides. And basically all I do is I take my stencil and I align the gill plates based on, if I have one gill plate, I'll align that based on the eye socket. So the front point right here on the stencil, I'll try to align, depending on where I want it, I could go halfway into the eye socket or all the way to the edge of the eye socket. And then I'll try to align each side, each tip of the stencil right there with each other, to make sure it's completely straight. And then I'll do that on both sides, and it normally gets pretty even. And then based on that, where the gill plate is, I'll use my fin stencil that I have here and align my fins on where the gills are. If I have more than one gill plate, it could get a little more complicated, but overall I just kind of eye it up and make sure that it looks even and as accurate as I can get it. What do you think of that eye? I think it looks pretty good, except I don't have a lot of purple in this lure, so that's what's kind of throwing it off. It definitely has enough blue in it, but I think I'm going to go with something more silver. I'm going to go with these here just because I think it has a pretty good silver look to it, and the other ones are a little too dark for this paint scheme. So there's the lure all set up. Right now I have size 2 split rings on that, and then also size 8 treble hooks. And then on the top here I have a size 2 split ring connected to a swivel, and then a Colorado blade right there. We just got a bunch of snow, so it'll be pretty hard to access where I normally test out the lures. So for now, we're just going to test this out in the tank, and in a future video, I'm going to test this out along with the lure that I make in that video. So if you don't want to miss that, make sure you subscribe, and yeah, let's test it in the tank. Overall, I'm really happy with this lure, and I think the action turned out really good. The Colorado blade gives it a lot of cool action, and it really matches with that gold undercoat that we added there with the avocado mesh. I'm definitely building a cool tackle box full of different lures that we'll be able to test out over the summertime to catch some fish, and I can't wait to be able to do that. Like always, everything I use in today's video will be linked down in the description below, so if you saw something that you like or you need, make sure to go check that out. But with that being said, that is the hard body offset spinnerbait. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video, and we'll see you in the next one.